Okay, this is a very quick overview of DDAmanda. Now, when you first look at DDAmanda, you're going to freak out. I mean, there's just so much stuff here, but you can ignore most of it. You don't need to worry about a lot of these until later on down the road when you become more familiar. Because you can literally find a stock, a winning stock, within minutes of signing up and logging in. Okay. Now, there's three areas that you only need to worry about. You've got your scanner, you've got your due diligence buttons, and you have your trading activity. Those are the only three things you really need to worry about at the beginning. Now, a lot of guys trade over the counter, but we also have NASDAQ and NYSE in the database, so you can look for higher price stocks too. For instance, this is our NASDAQ scan going from 30 cents to $2. Again, you can change all these and the dollars traded minimum. On this one, we're looking for all stocks that traded 5 times or more with this factor of 5 than they usually do. So when you push your next button here, the first one that pops up is DPro. That looks pretty nice, you know, traded at 83 cents. And you can actually, let's look at the next one. Here's Foxo. That had a nice day on Friday. Okay, this is NYSE. Look at that. Traded, had a 16 factor, traded almost $3 million out of the gate. So you're not limited to just OTC. The same, everything applies to NASDAQ and NYSE also. And you probably, all you really need to do is change this price range, okay, from, you know, $1 to $5 or whatever you want. Okay, that's that. Okay. So, you know, most scanners will give you a list of stocks that you then have to research each one separately. Okay. The philosophy behind DDAmanda is different. What DDAmanda does is let you go through these one at a time. It's not just a list. So every time you push this next button, you will be looking at the next stock in sequence and you can check it out, and it's real fast. What we do is we have our scanner values, the things we're looking for, a price from trip 1 to 8 cents. We want to look at stocks that traded at least $29,000 and the maximum is 99, way up there. So, and we're looking for stocks that have an 11 factor or more, which means we're looking for stocks that traded at least 11 times more than they usually trade. Now, this is just the Test Easy scan. You have 35 scans that you can pick from, and again, they're all preset. You actually are using the values that I'm using, so you don't even have to worry about this. Of course, you can change this price range. You can change anything in here, and that's real easy to do. Like, let's say you're looking for stocks that instead of up to 8 cents, let's say you want to look for stocks up to, you know, 25 cents. So you just change that to a 25, you click, and it's updated. So now you're looking at stocks that are from trip 1 to 25 cents. So it's really easy to change these values, but again, they're preset. You don't need to change them if you don't want, and you'll have pretty good values in here. So when I push this next button, I'm going to change this back to 8. So what DDAmanda does is it goes through these one at a time. So the first, if I push this next button, that's what you'll be doing. The first stock that pops up that satisfies this scanner is AMBS. So again, you've got three areas. You've got your scanner, and now let's look at the trading data on this. Okay, she just came off a 200-day low at 0014. She had this 19 factor, which was more than the 11 in the scanner, so that's why this stock got triggered. She traded $52,000 on Friday yesterday, and it looks like the volume is slowly going up. So this could be a pretty good stock. This may be a stock you want to buy, okay? And if you want to find out more about it, that's when you use these buttons over here. Like let's say you want to look at a better chart. So here's your stock charts on it. It looks like she just crossed the 50 MA here. This stock actually looks pretty good. Coming up on the 200, going for it. Your chicken money flow just went totally green. So let's do some more research. Let's look at the summary. Let's see what this stock is all about. And here you go to OTC markets, and okay, this is a biotech company developing treatments. Maybe they just, came out with something cool. Um, and let's say you wanted to find out what kind of news they had. You just push this news button, and you'll see that they see what kind of news we got. Okay, the last press release was in April of 27th, so no recent news. And what else? Oh, so let's look at social media. So let's see what's happening on iHub, what people are posting about it. You push that button and you'll see every message on iHub that has what they're talking about it. You can go to their board and find out what they're saying on their message board. If it ever loads, there it is. And very rapidly you can do your due diligence and find out about what's going on. We've got a Twitter button here. You can look at all the tweets that are going on. A stock twits, see what people are doing on stock twits. SEC filings, see if there's any promos. The filings, look at their filings. Did we already look at that? Let's look at see if they have any filings. Okay, here's their filings. Okay, they just came out with a quarterly report 2 days ago. So then you can look at that. So basically the philosophy is DDAmanda will find them and also make the process of doing the due diligence very fast. Okay, and your scanner's already preset, so you're off to the races immediately. Like I said, you can ignore all this other stuff. There's only really 3 areas. You have your scanner, you have your trading data here, okay, and you have your due diligence buttons where you just push a button to find out other stuff. One other thing that you should be interested in is down here. Every stock has notes, and we keep track of share structure changes. So you can go back and look and see every time they added shares. Okay, and that may have an effect on your decision as to whether to buy this and tell you whether they're diluting or not. So the last time these guys added shares was on July 4th. Now we can go back to the trading data. What did they add? 20 million. This is in 20. So they added 20 million in July. Now you can look at your trading data again and see if those got eaten up. So you can go back to July and 20 million. Yeah, it looks like they may. Yeah, here we go. 8, 6. But what you can also do is to find out whether these new shares that they added, whether those are really gone or not. What you can do is you can put in July. What was that? July 4th. So you put in your July 4th. Now you can calculate, hit this calc button, and find out what they've traded since July 4th. And it's 147 million. So yeah, those 20 million are long gone. And they traded 563,000 since July 4th, from there till through today. And so that's pretty much it. And then every time you push this next button, it'll bring up the next stock that satisfies the scan criteria, and then you can look at that one. And that's how you find cool stocks. Like the next one here is BTTG. Oh, look at this one. Now, this is interesting. Coming off, it's a trip. Coming off a 200-day low. In fact, they had they had that on Friday, and look at that. They traded $221,000, which is a 200-day high for them. This is the most they've traded in 200 days, and let's see what they did during the day. So this is what they did during the day. They went up, 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 and then dropped back down a little bit. So this is another one that is interesting. Okay, we've got a quick summary here. They're into MMA fighting, and then you can keep notes in here. And then you can worry about this other stuff later. But it's real simple, real fucking simple to just scan through here, scan through the stocks that satisfy the scanner, and then research them and find out more about them. Okay? Oh, there's a couple of more things I wanted to show you guys. Now, when you hover over any of these, what happens is a tooltip will pop up immediately and tell you what this thing is. Like this is the summary page at OTC Markets. Um, anything you hover over, it'll tell you immediately what it is. Okay, because you have these little tooltips that pop up, and you can turn them off after a while. Uh, the other thing that we have is when you first load the stock, okay, what it does is it goes out to OTC Markets and it checks the share structure, the current, in real time, what it is right now. And you have your share structure right here, okay. Let's go to that first one, AMBS. Yeah, see, you put here's your tooltip. This button will walk the database forwards and stop at the next stock that satisfies the scan criteria, blah blah. Okay, so right here is your share structure. They've got 800 million authorized, 552 OS, and 420 million float. Okay, so like I said, this updates immediately, so you know what the current share structure is right now. So I wanted to add that to it. And like I said, there's a lot of other stuff here. It's very powerful. Um, but like right now, I just wanted to go over the highlights and the fact that you can actually find stocks immediately. Okay. All right, I think that's it again.